The holiday season is usually a time of cheer for retailers. But this year, a chill wind is blowing through the shopping aisles, and Kohl's is sounding the alarm. The company announced a significant drop in sales and a bleak outlook for the coming year. Kohl's stock plummeted by 20% in a single day. American consumers are tightening their belts, and even value retailers are feeling the pinch. Kohl's is closing stores and laying off employees to cut costs. This downturn is a worrying sign for the broader retail industry this holiday season. Kohl's is not alone in its struggles. Other major retailers, including Target, Best Buy, and Macy's, have also reported disappointing sales and lowered their forecasts for the year. This widespread weakness in the retail sector points to a pervasive sense of unease among American consumers. Target, known for its trendy apparel and home decor, saw its stock price plummet in recent weeks as investors grew concerned about the company's ability to navigate the challenging economic environment. Best Buy, a leading electronics retailer, also experienced a decline in sales, with its CEO blaming economic uncertainty and the upcoming presidential election for dampening consumer sentiment. These developments suggest that the retail malaise extends beyond any single company or product category. It reflects a broader trend of consumers becoming increasingly cautious with their spending. Faced with rising prices for essential goods and services, many Americans are delaying or foregoing purchases of discretionary items like clothing, electronics, and home furnishings. The holiday season, typically a time of indulgence and increased spending, appears to be no exception to this trend. As families across the country grapple with financial uncertainty, many are opting for more modest celebrations and scaling back on gift-giving. The impact of this retail slowdown is being felt in homes across America as families make tough choices about their holiday spending. For many, the joy of the season is being tempered by the reality of tighter budgets and economic uncertainty. Sarah Miller, a single mother of two from Ohio, usually enjoys showering her children with gifts during the holidays. This year, however, she's had to make some difficult decisions. With her income barely keeping pace with the rising cost of rent and groceries, Sarah has cut her holiday budget by 2/3. "It breaks my heart to have to tell my kids that Santa's sleigh might not be as full this year," she said. In California, John and Emily Davis are also feeling the pinch. John, a construction worker, has seen his hours cut back in recent months, while Emily's salary as a teacher hasn't kept up with the soaring cost of living. To save money, the couple has decided to forego their annual holiday trip to see family and are opting for homemade gifts instead of store-bought presents. "We're trying to focus on spending quality time together as a family," Emily explained. "But it's hard not to feel the pressure when you see all the holiday advertising and everyone else seems to be splurging." The stories of Sarah, John, and Emily are not isolated incidents. They reflect a growing economic divide in America, where many families are struggling to make ends meet while a select few continue to prosper. While the stock market has reached record highs in recent years, wages for most Americans have remained largely stagnant. This disconnect between Wall Street and Main Street is at the heart of the current economic malaise. When families don't have enough money to spend, businesses suffer, and the entire economy slows down. The problem is further compounded by the rising cost of essential goods and services such as housing, healthcare, and education. With more of their income going towards these necessities, many families have little left over for discretionary spending, which is what drives economic growth. This income squeeze is creating a tale of two Americas, one where the wealthy continue to enjoy a life of abundance, and another where millions of families are struggling to keep their heads above water. Until this gap is addressed, the economy will likely remain sluggish, and retailers like Kohl's will continue to feel the pain. The economic headwinds buffeting the retail sector are also being felt in other industries, including the technology sector. Tech giants like HP and Dell, once symbols of American innovation and economic might, are now grappling with slowing sales and declining profits. Both companies recently reported disappointing earnings, with weak demand for personal computers cited as a major factor. This slowdown in PC sales is a worrying sign for the tech industry, as it suggests that even businesses and consumers who can afford new technology are becoming more cautious with their spending. HP and Dell have attributed the decline in PC sales to a number of factors, including economic uncertainty, the ongoing trade war with China, and a longer-than-expected upgrade cycle for businesses. Whatever the reasons, the slowdown in tech spending is another indication that the global economy is losing steam. The tech sector is not immune to the economic forces that are reshaping the retail landscape. As businesses and consumers alike become more budget-conscious, discretionary spending on technology is likely to suffer. This could have ripple effects throughout the economy, as the tech sector is a major driver of innovation and job creation. While traditional retailers like Kohl's are struggling, discount retailers like Walmart and TJX Companies, the parent company of TJ Maxx and Marshalls, are thriving. This divergence really highlights the growing divide in the retail landscape and the increasing price sensitivity of American consumers. Walmart, the world's largest retailer, has long been a destination for budget-conscious shoppers. The company's low prices and vast selection of goods have made it a lifeline for families struggling to make ends meet. As the economy has slowed, Walmart's appeal has only grown, as more consumers seek out value and affordability. TJX Companies, which specializes in off-price apparel and home goods, has also benefited from the trend of consumers seeking out bargains. The company's treasure hunt shopping experience and deep discounts have made it a popular destination for shoppers looking for a deal. The success of discount retailers in the current economic environment underscores the importance of value and affordability to American consumers. As the economy slows and wages stagnate, more consumers are likely to trade down to lower-priced options, even for discretionary purchases. The struggles of the retail sector and the broader economic slowdown are clear in key market indicators, which are flashing warning signs about the U.S. economy. The Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, or SOX, has diverged from the broader market, signaling waning confidence in tech. The copper-to-gold ratio, a gauge of global economic health, is at its lowest since the 2008 financial crisis. These indicators paint a sobering picture, pointing to a challenging road ahead for the U.S. economy. The holiday shopping season is often seen as a bellwether for the broader economy. When consumers are confident and spending freely, retailers rejoice and the economy hums along. Conversely, when consumers are hesitant to open their wallets, it can be a sign of trouble ahead. This year's holiday slowdown is a clear indication that the U.S. economy is losing steam. The factors that are weighing on consumer spending, stagnant wages, rising costs, and economic uncertainty, are not likely to disappear anytime soon. The struggles of the retail sector are a stark reminder that a healthy economy depends on a strong middle class with disposable income to spend. When families are struggling to make ends meet, they cut back on spending, which ripples through the economy, leading to job losses, business closures, and slower economic growth. The current economic slowdown is a symptom of deeper structural issues that have been building for decades. These issues, including income inequality, rising healthcare costs, and a shrinking middle class, will require bold policy solutions to address. The challenges facing the U.S. economy are significant but not insurmountable. Addressing the root causes of the current slowdown will require a concerted effort from policymakers, business leaders, and citizens alike. One crucial step is to address the issue of income inequality. For decades, the gap between the rich and the poor has been widening, with a larger share of the economic pie going to those at the very top. This trend has hollowed out the middle class, leaving many families struggling to keep up with the rising cost of living. Another important step is to make healthcare more affordable. The rising cost of healthcare is a major burden for families and businesses alike. Reforming the healthcare system to make it more efficient and affordable would free up resources that could be used to boost the economy. Finally, investing in education and job training is essential to creating a more competitive workforce. As technology continues to disrupt industries, workers need the skills and training to adapt to the changing demands of the labor market. The holiday season is a time for reflection and renewal. Let us resolve to address the economic challenges facing our nation and create an economy that works for everyone.